Now, I call Mr. M.V. Strains Kumar.
Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to speak on this occasion. So the para 25 of the President's speech says the government holds in high esteem the values of democracy and sanctity of constitution, and the government has always respected freedom of expression and holding of peaceful agitation. So in 2020, World Press Freedom Index, India is ranked abysmally low at 142 out of 180 countries. Even the military junta Myanmar is ranked above India at 139. Palestine is 137. Monarchy countries like Oman and UAE are ranked at 135 and 131, respectively. It's a shame for the government that no democracy is ranked as below as India at 142. Rashtrapati can see how democracy is butchered just a few kilometers away from Rashtrapati Bhavan, Singur border, sir. Our Annadatas, the Kisans, on whom the Rashtrapati showers praise in his speech, they are silenced and traumatized and with multi-layered barricading, iron nail rods, barbed wires, and iron rods between cemented barricade, remaining one of the horrific Tiananmen Square incidents, sir. Now, of the constitution values are upheld by his dispensation. Rashtrapati in his para 26 denounces farmers' protests as disrespect to constitutional values. So it is the BJP government which dishonored the nation monument, Red Fort, by handing over to a private entity for 5 years for 25 crores. Sir, let me remind you, the Article 51A says that there's a fundamental duty of every citizen to value and preserve the rich heritage of composite culture. They have privatized the fundamental duty of handing it over to a private group and enabling these branding opportunities. They do not know the difference between a national monument and a commercial property, sir. However, when some hooligans enter the Red Fort, it's an unfortunate incident, the dispensation first allowed them to enter and create mayhem, only to raise the jingoistic furor later, sir. And farmers are called anti-nationals. Unfortunately, the President has not seen the suffering of his fellow brethren, the Kisan, the Annadatas, who are protesting just a few kilometers away from Rashtrapati Bhavan. They are today insulted by the BJP dispensation by terming them as anti-nationals, sir. Internet is banned at the site of farmers' strike. This is draconian and unheard of in democratic setup, sir. Several international personalities have started raising voices against this. Preamble of the Constitution reads, sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. Parliament is no longer sovereign, sir. Bills are passed for private ends. There is no socialism. In the name of free market economy, government is selling all its assets, even LIC is privatized. Disinvestment of all government-run PSUs and banks. Country is being mortgaged into private entities, sir. Republic is a misnomer. Rashtrapati speaks a lot about Atmanirbhar Bharat. There is nothing but a catchy slogan aimed at hoodwinking the citizen. Sir, even toys worth of 80% of the toys sold in India worth 4,000 crores is being imported, sir. We don't even make those, and we are saying Atmanirbhar Bharat. I think it's time that Atma Vichar is done on the slogan of Atmanirbhar Bharat, sir. Let this government know that roti cannot be downloaded from Google. It's the farmers who feed us. The rich gets richer and the poor gets poorer. So I would like to end my speech with a famous quote from Nigerian poet, Nobel laureate Soyinka. The greatest threat to freedom is the absence of criticism. With this, I stand to oppose the motion of thanks on the President's address, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.